My name is Jeff Smith, and my job title down here at Maher Terminals is electrician crane mechanic, and we work on these big, tall container cranes behind us. Late high school, I was a lifeguard at the Prince Rupert swimming pool. I was a lifeguard instructor, and that kind of started me off in some of my safety background. And later I became a bellman at the Crest Hotel, and that sort of got me into the more physical work where we did some painting and general maintenance. When I was done high school, I wanted to go to college and get my Business of Commerce degree. And I thought at first though I'd take a year off, enjoy life, and during that year I found myself bored, and a friend of mine said, "Hey, I got a job, why don't you come down and try your hand at some electrical work?" And at the time I didn't even really know how to use a hammer, and I gave it a shot and I stuck it out, and 4 years later I became a journeyman electrician. I went to work first, got hired as an apprentice, did about a year's work, and then would go back to school for 10 weeks at a time. And I did that 4 times, and at the end you write interprovincial just like you would for English 12 in high school, and then you get your papers. I received my training for my apprenticeship in the Okanagan at the College of the Caribou, but when I was hired for Maher Terminals, there was a lot of specific training towards the container cranes and also their industrial environment. They provided tons of safety information, and their main concern is that you walk out of the gate at the end of the day. A typical work day for me would, I get up around 7:30. We start at 8. We have a safety meeting, or what we call a toolbox meeting, every morning, and we just talk about our daily tasks, what are some of the hazards involved, and just to make sure that we're all on the same page and we don't cross over each other or make anything dangerous. We then get given out our daily tasks. We take a little bit of time, round up the materials so we're not going back and forth, and then usually spend a couple hours taking apart or working on whatever we've been given, and shut her down at around 4:30. There is a bit of a math background, and definitely if a person in high school can take physics and chemistry, it does relate a lot to the industry. And then after your high school career, if you can get on with an industrial company, or try to get in with your local electrical contractor and get some variety, get a good background, get some work ethic, maybe take a safety course or two, and that would probably be the route that I would attempt. We have all sorts of trades: mechanics, heavy-duty mechanics, millwrights, electricians. We've got people from part peoples. We also have drivers, bomb cart operators, tall crane operators, lashers. In total, we probably have in the neighborhood of 100 full-time employees, and I would say maybe 200 to 300 casual staff. It's not every day you get to go up on a container crane and a $15 million piece of equipment and play with motors, and there's a lot of really neat computer work, working with PLCs. A computer basically runs the whole entire crane, so there's lots of thinking involved, and then there's lots of physical work. It's really neat. There's lots of freedom. They give you lots of opportunity and lots of in-house training. There's always something to learn. A guy could work on these cranes for his whole career and not learn everything that there is to learn about them. It's never ending, so it's always new. There's always a new challenge, and it's really rewarding at the end of the day to go home and think, hey, that wasn't working at the end of the day, and now it is. It's neat. So where else do I get scenery like this from my work? A couple weeks ago, we had killer whales swim by the dock face about 50 yards away. It was absolutely amazing. Bald eagles. People pay a lot of money to see those kinds of things, and I get it at my back door. If you're into the outdoors, the north is the place to be, and there's lots of opportunity career-wise and lifestyle-wise.
I could see myself doing this job.